All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Corner League podcast. We're here for week 2 of the Premier League. My name is Daniel. We have Audrey, we have Malik, we have Harris, we have Matthew, and we have Sunil. Well, go on, man, them.
White
Yeah,
chaps,
man.
white chaps.
Greetings.
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
Hello, Steve.
firstly, whoever had Salah in their fantasy league, I'm no longer your acquaintance. I'm not your friend. Cut me off, Randall.
You don't know, so me that can get captain 40 points. Respect.
Points,
Respect.
captain points.
73
Beautiful.
points overall is it.
And whoever tried to convince me that Verna would have been a better choice to invest in than Salah, you have a special place in hell.
No one did that. We told you to get both.
How much you afford both? How could I
No,
afford both?
may have Salah, Havertz, Werner, and De Bruyne, and Van Dijk. You could have made it work.
How?
So, you know, them
How? What kind of
I
by
don't.
magic
making
you
the rest
play,
of
you
your
break
team
with that?
trash.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Interesting.
Okay. So the Premier League is back. Well, was back. Game
So,
week 1 finished. A lot of interesting scores. And of course, Chelsea beat Brighton, so that's all good with the world. You see me? What we
Yay!
want to talk about, boys? What we want to talk about?
alright, let's
How
just
was
go
the
in
first
order
match?
based on how the fixtures happened. First, we had Fulham and Arsenal.
You see it? Old Chelsea boy, William at it again. 2 assists. Should have been 3, but 2 assists. You see it?
Him a done a season upon 5 assists.
That's true.
He start off strong and go done weak. Well, and
Um,
trash.
I don't think there's much to talk about. It was a pretty one-sided match. Got to see the debut
Yeah, it
of
was pretty
who's the centre
one-sided.
back there was again?
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
He
Gabriel.
got a goal, so that was
Yeah.
pretty good, I
Well,
guess.
he made a mistake, but it didn't lead to a goal, so he got lucky there.
Yeah.
Surely in the seat.
I mean,
Surely they did see the mistake he made.
Yeah, but
Which
I
part
mean,
he almost.
in all fairness, I don't think they would have conceded that many goals if Ariola played.
Fair enough.
So
Was the shots of that sort
yeah,
of quality?
Fulham,
Well,
I
Fulham
was
didn't
didn't
the
turn
I
up
shots
didn't
on
of
that
watch
that?
match
the
at all.
match, but I can just imagine that a goalkeeper of Ariola's class would have at least kept out one of those goals.
Well, I mean,
That's kind
I
of
saw
not a
that.
way. That's not how you judge it, too. But all right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw two of
but
the
I
goals.
mean,
I'm not sure that him being there might have made that big a difference still, based on the two goals I saw. I
I mean, I
saw.
saw
Yeah,
Gabriel goal. You see,
it made
so
that much of
that
a
means
I saw
difference.
the
Ariola did
bombing,
say that.
alright.
but
So
I'm
the
not sure
next
though.
match was a very boring affair between Crystal Palace and Southampton. Ended 1-0 in Palace's favour.
I mean, that match was quite interesting. I wouldn't say boring.
No, it was boring.
Walker Peters got sat down, and that was the only exciting thing that happened.
Let me tell
That
you,
was a
your
Yeah,
typical
Eberici
Roy
Eze,
Hodgson game. A very boring game until Zaha comes with a moment of brilliance and gets them a goal.
Eberici Eze is a baller, brother. You see
Yes,
what
I
them
will
man do
agree with
Kyle
that.
Walker Peters, brother.
Eze did tough
Man, I
again
tell
there.
you, brother. But this is what I said about Crystal Palace. I mean, Southampton, brother. Southampton is going to underperform this season massively.
yeah,
All right, so
yeah, yeah.
after that was what I think we all can agree was the match of the weekend. Liverpool
Easy.
versus Leeds.
Oh boy.
What a
Yes,
glorious match from the
And you
from
know what, Stats?
kickoff.
You called it last week. You said 5-4. Close enough
I
I,
for you.
was so close when it was 3-2. I swore that my prediction was going to happen.
Big shout out to Leeds though.
Leeds
yeah.
First match up.
Leeds were fantastic.
And they challenged the champions brilliantly. First matchup. Big shout out to Leeds.
What makes it interesting though was that Liverpool's defense was shaky.
It
They
was shit.
shaky bad.
It was very shit.
Especially Trent Alexander-Arnold. He was caught out.
Yeah, but that's not
Did
new.
they
To be fair.
hold on? Did Liverpool had a preseason though? I'm trying to remember if they did.
Mhm.
If they had what?
If they had a
They played
preseason
that
fixture.
thing. They played two friendlies.
They play, yeah. I don't think it was two turns friendlies, but whatever.
I mean, that's not really
But
a fair assumption because I don't think any any team got more than one friendly, maybe two if
Yeah.
they're lucky. So that's not a
Yeah,
fair
but the thing
assessment
is,
to make.
Liverpool backline was so disorganized in that match.
Take it from the person that's playing them next week. It was so refreshing to know that Trent still can't defend. Van Dijk is leaky.
Well, he made
Gomez
a big
No, I
improvement
isn't.
don't.
this week.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
Van
a
Dijk
case
made
of
a big
Van Dijk being leaky. I just think that the pressure that Leeds put on them,
Put on them
especially at
were
this early in the
overwhelming.
season, was way too much for them.
But
The
you know
goal
what?
that
Guess
the
what?
That,
goal
that,
that
Chelsea is the
happened, I
same
think
sort
a
of squad.
Bamford's goal or something when Van Dijk didn't need to take it away from Alisson. I think that's how it went. Yeah,
He
there
was
was no
scared.
pressure on him.
He tried to flick the ball a bit. He tried to flick the ball back to Allison, but that didn't work out.
Yeah, that
And
didn't work
he
out.
scored. So I think he
You
was
know
just
And
what?
careless on his
also,
part, honestly. But I think a defender like him shouldn't really be making that mistake, no matter what. But it happened.
in all fairness, if Leeds' main defenders from last season weren't injured, I think they would have won the match because I don't think they would have given
yeah,
away those two penalties.
comfortable they would have won the match.
I don't think you
Because
can
no,
completely
the thing
blame it
about
on
it
the
is that
defenders.
it is two new centre backs played. They haven't played together before. They don't have any
Yeah,
chemistry. So I think
Fair.
that was a major reason because they didn't have that kind of communication. If at least one of them were playing, then I think that they would have definitely have at least drawn the match.
Yo, yo, yo. By the way, I want to shout out Leeds goalkeeper for one of the most underrated saves of the weekend when he stopped that own goal there, brother. Yo,
Oh
man,
yeah,
flex.
free. We're giving
Yo,
props for
that
that.
did flexible. That did flexible. Man,
All right,
nearly piling keeper.
the next
I, I
game,
I have a question before we move on.
Yeah.
So, the main reason why Liverpool lost that match was because of the midfield, right?
One.
Do you think that Thiago can improve in midfield? Because remember, he doesn't defend a lot.
we have an order here, no Yogi. We have an order
Oh,
here.
sorry. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Well, while we're on the topic of Liverpool, just as Chip we talk about him, I honestly think that yes, he's going to give the creative side and then not go He can play Fabinho and Keita to do more defensive work. And he'll probably get if those three gel together and play well, they will probably be best, if not second best, behind KDB and friends. But I think Liverpool signing Thiago this year is a really a big statement that they're going for the title again, and I am terrified.
Duly.
That's
Especially,
an Zata as well.
especially with the links, not the links, with the signing of what I think you can call it a signing right now of Diego Jota from Wolves. Is this
Oh,
Sterling?
and
Does
the
it a
sign
signing?
Jota too. Yeah, Jota. Oh, that's even more scary.
All right, move on.
All right, next we had West Ham and Newcastle.
Newcastle just run riot. West Ham
What did I tell
Newcastle's
you?
new signings
is
were
What
brilliant. Callum
was I?
Wilson was glorious.
Was
I
I
think
wrong?
Hendricks was someone that played well
Yeah.
as well.
Was I wrong? I
I
said
mean,
that West Ham would get murdered by Newcastle. I
And
said
you
that
were
Callum
right.
Wilson would hit the ground running. Me need my props. Me need my props. Me need a cake.
Yeah, no one cares.
Okay, sorry.
That
All
rough.
right, so then on Sunday we had West Brom and Leicester, and there was only one way this was going to end.
Sadly.
I don't think so. Most of us had Leicester thing there having an upset loss to West Brom
How? In
because
what way, shape, or
we all
I,
had Leicester having some bad
For
moments
it's
from each
for
other.
obvious reasons, I need Leicester to lose as many games as possible.
Which
But I
is
never really doubted that they could get the win over West Brom. So
was a very dominant performance, a great performance from Jay Vardy setting away two penalties, was it?
yeah, two penalties.
yeah.
And I think Castan got the last goal, if that's how his name is pronounced.
Castagna.
So that was a good performance from Leicester, dominating. But I don't think that really shows a statement of how their season will go because I think every top half side will do the same to West Brom this season.
Yeah. West Brom
I
is just
think
going to
so
be
as
a
well.
glorified pumping.
I think as much as I love Brana, when he comes back, there's going to be so much joy for people on the right side.
Really?
Yeah, because um he's slow. He's a great defender, but he's slow. He's not as agile as a lot of the wingers in the league. So I think oppositions really go have fun against him, unless he
Oh,
you
Dan James is looking
know
forward
a
to that
centre back.
match.
All
So yeah.
right.
All right.
All right,
So
move on.
after that, we had Tottenham and Everton. Now
Ah,
let me just
the
say,
base
if this
of
match
one.
was happening this weekend, well, not this weekend, but the weekend after this, the result would not have been the same. That's not a question. That's a fact.
Wait, repeat that.
What's your reason for that?
Well, grant in theory, if Bale was fit,
Okay, that,
rarely.
that that's the point. That's the point.
But yeah, but I read
It
Bailey's
slipped my
injured
mind
though.
that he
Like,
was
How
injured.
That's the
But fact
point. Bale is
remains,
injured. I still think Everton won because it's not because let's look at it this way. It's not Everton getting a lucky goal or a smash and grab. Everton played the better football.
Yeah.
they
Everton
did.
dominated that game.
yeah,
Everton were
that's
unlucky to only win by one.
James
James.
Rodriguez had a
James was very good.
Oh
superb
God.
game.
Oh God, brother.
Big shout out to
Oh
James. I
God.
thought he was very good in that match.
I
Let me just show you the stats.
And look at him.
Everton had 15 shots compared to Tottenham's 9. Everton were tackling more. Um, they were just the better side. They were just the better side on the day. So
all I want to add to that is that I cannot believe that Everton got James Rodriguez for free. That
For
is
free.
insane.
I didn't even know that
That
to be
is the
fair.
Carlo Ancelotti effect right there.
I think it's more Zidane not wanting anything to do with James too. So
So here's my question though. So are Spurs in for another season? Like, um, another
I
bad
think
season?
so.
I don't think
It
so.
depends.
Jose
It
Mourinho has
depends
said
actually.
I
Jose
still think
Mourinho has said that he's not done in the transfer window. So we'll have to
But
see.
I don't know. I feel like
Even
this is
without
a season where they break through back into the top four though.
I
Maybe, but
think
the
so.
thing
I don't know.
is
I'm not.
there's still I think it's 2 or 3 weeks left in the transfer window. I think it's 2 weeks left,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
and
we're
some.
and we're
So,
seeing signings happening within 3 days at this point. So it's not insane to think that no more transfer activity will happen, but I don't see anyone that Spurs is remotely linked to at the moment
No.
that
Here,
could
let's get
directly.
something straight. Let's get something straight. Jose Mourinho has already gone into the press to say that he is going to get a backup striker. Bale is not a striker,
Yeah,
is
and a
it?
backup defense as well.
So
Yeah, but
they're
a
Who
getting
backup
do you
an
is
think
expert.
Spurs?
directly helping the first team. I don't see anyone that they're linked to or anyone that's available right now
The last
We
person
that's
that
we
they're
were
linking
benefiting
to,
them.
we were linked to Milik, but he chose Roma over us.
and they
They're
were
linked
linked
to
to Sorla from thing there from I don't
And
remember
Sushek as
Galatasaray,
well. But I am
and
I
he's
think
confident
going to
that
RB
honestly,
Leipzig.
is it Kostic? Is Kostic the striker from the Bundesliga?
No,
Not
Hwang
Kostic.
Hee-chan.
What are you saying him?
Who?
There's I
Frankfurt
can't.
striker.
Yeah.
Um, Hwang Hee-chan, I think,
Uh, yeah,
or
I
is it Andre
think.
Silva?
No, I'm gonna look here. Go on top. But there's a
It's
striker
Andre
he knows
Silva
is
and
good
Hwang
for us.
Hee-chan.
Who is Hoffenheim striker?
um
Kramaric.
Kamaric.
Yeah,
Kramaric. I think Kramaric should be great for Spurs.
but he's already been in the Premier League and him never chew workouts in a dog.
Yeah, for Leicester City in their title winning season, there were two records.
I still think he'd be good under Mourinho.
Two people that I think Jose Mourinho should consider. Come on, Edinson Cavani. Like, brother, what? How is he
oh,
still a free
him.
How
agent?
is he
When
free? How is
How
he
is
still
Edinson
Daniel
free?
Cavani still
Levy
a free
is
agent?
not going
That's
to
crazy.
pay Edison Cavani wages. He's not
Yeah,
going to
that's
pay
fair.
that kind of
But he
wages.
That's
paid it
fair.
for
He had
Bale.
a move to Portugal, right?
But Bale wages
No,
is just he's getting
Benfica's move fell through.
230K.
Oh.
Bale's getting $18 million a year at Madrid, and they got him on loan, if I remember correctly. So he's willing to pay wages for someone that is more
I
than
heard that
likely
Bailey's
going to
getting
be
300K.
injured for at least 3 months.
Is there
Based
But
on
obligation
track
to
what
buy?
record. In fact, they
Cavani
signed him
wants
injured.
290 to 250 wages. Come on, Scott. That's why the Benfica deal fall apart. Who's going to pay those wages?
I mean, if you're paying
I
that
mean, if
much
they're
for Bale,
paying
all you
Bale,
do is give Cavani a 1 year
Yeah,
contract.
but we're only paying 220K for Bale a week. That's a huge difference between 250 for Cavani.
Oh, by the way, guys, Matty is a resident Spurs fan. Yeah, they exist.
The
Oh yeah, yeah,
only
yeah.
Spurs.
Nah, there's Jones, but Jones doesn't talk about Spurs.
No, he's a Spurs fan, but he actively disowns them. So this is
Then
only a
he's not a
Spurs
Spurs
fan by
fan then.
association. All right,
I
so we're
think
moving on
Spurs
from
could take
Spurs
on
now.
Ray and Brewster too.
Ryan Brewster. You
Yes,
think Liverpool would sell to Spurs?
Ray and Brewster is currently looking for a way out,
Yeah, but
and the
I've
with
heard that
his
as
reported
well.
price is in and
I
around
think the
20
thing
million.
with Liverpool is with Klopp as well. We see with Shakir and all the other guys that they have so many great players, but the system that Klopp has
It
is
doesn't
just
record for them.
it just works so well that he doesn't need to change as much. So, for example, the Ox and Shakiri, they're great players who would start for a lot of other teams, but simply because who's above them is just doing their job so well, they don't have a hope of getting in unless it's like a rotation game or so.
But
Okay,
at the same time, though, if Salah or Mane gets injured and Shakiri or Uri comes in, is a massive fall off. Like the production will rate will fall completely down to almost zero.
That is true. That is true. But at the same time, we still have to think that Shakiri is a starter.
I mean, I get,
Chamberlain is
you
a
have to admit
starter.
that.
I mean,
So
And
while
so,
Liverpool
yes, there
has
is
been
there
fortunate
is
with
a
injuries for the
definite
last
gap.
two seasons.
Pardon?
Liverpool has been very fortunate in the last two seasons with
Yeah, because they
injuries.
never no AFCON. They never have AFCON to match them up come January. But normal, they not get this year.
oh yeah, and another person I was mentioning this morning. Why don't they sign Josh King from Bournemouth
who's
No, no,
Spurs?
no fam, no
as
fam.
a backup striker? Come on, Josh King would
Why
be a
not?
great backup striker.
They can get
Exactly
Tammy.
prime.
They can get Tammy Abraham.
Hard
I
nobody
working,
wants
mean,
Tammy Abraham.
I
fast,
mean,
decently
look
strong.
at it this way.
Come on,
Anyone that they're saying is
good
not going to get
finisher.
any game time over Kane unless it's
Yeah,
Nah,
but
injured or
Kane is a
Kane's a nervous, right?
yeah,
He's way too unfit.
yeah,
Kane, even though, but when he's fit, he's untouchable. Even if he's not on form, he's going to play. So he
yeah.
may as well
Yeah,
sign
but that's if
somebody
he's fit.
that's going to accept the bench role.
Like,
I
Rashford.
doubt Milik could have accepted it. So I don't think that transfer would have went anywhere.
Has Mandzukic retired as yet?
No, he's
Um,
still in the
no, I don't,
what
No, I
league
think
is
not
so.
he
I
that
in?
think
league.
so. I think so. I think so.
Chinese league, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Next match.
All right, so the next match, Sheffield United versus Wolves.
And
That
what
was
did I
a
tell you again?
game and a
6 minutes,
half
two
of
goals.
Portugal. I think Raul Jimenez is a very underrated striker.
That is
Matter what,
completely true.
he's not even a striker. The man is a player. Cause me see the man here drop a right back. Me see him a centre mid. Me see him the
He just
tackle
popped up
guy in
everywhere.
the midfield and reach back up a top kick shot. Like the man is insane. Into
Jimenez
ramp.
is such a complete forward. You see him dropping deep to make passes. He has, I think I remember a shot where he cut inside and took a shot from outside of the box. Dear God, this man is different gravy.
Yeah, dog. But me not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed off that now Diogo Jota has cost me points in the Premier League. We
You
replace
know
him
what
with
I'm happy about? I didn't get a Damature in my side. I think I should have gotten him in for the Man City game though, but I'm happy because he was well. He dribbles, but he had absolutely no end product, none.
Yeah, because the defenders know his tricks now, so it would be harder.
I mean, he didn't have much end product before. He only had that one goal against City and I think a few others.
yeah
His
Two
man. And
attempts
goals
have
that
been
against
now
City.
prolific.
at that them a rate for 100
He's
million
just a
pounds.
dribble
I'll
monster, real.
pass.
He's a good
He just
physical
gets his
player that can
dribbles.
drive forward, but he doesn't
He's
have much of
physical.
an end product.
He completes a lot of dribbles, but outside of that,
He's basically a ball carrier. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does have the ability to, give it to someone else.
And then finally, in true Chelsea fashion, they managed to scrape and carve out a 3-1 win against Brighton, which I will add is completely undeserved. I
Nah,
don't
nah,
care how
nah,
you
nah.
guys.
The thing
I
is,
do not.
Baltimore.
I
It
don't
should
understand how you guys managed to squeeze 3 goals
the
out of
should
it.
thing
have been a
is,
Our
draw,
three
the
never
in
thing
my
scored a
is,
goal.
opinion. It should have been a draw.
the thing is, while Brighton were the better side, they weren't really peppering our defense. Yeah, they had their chance to go in, but it wasn't like last season where it was shot after shot after shot after shot at our goal. You're getting in behind constantly. I think Zuma and Christensen, they did a fantastic job.
And
Alonso,
by the
but
way,
Yeah,
here's
Alonso
my
should
Chris
question
not
to
have
you,
Zuma has a
Audrey.
match for
with
me.
the club.
Here's my question: how was Marcus Alonso on the day?
Marcus
Lamptey,
Alonso
wait, Audrey, don't respond. Lamptey
OJ.
destroyed Alonso. Lamptey was the second best player on the pitch that day.
who was the first.
Christensen
Reece
have to.
James. Reece James.
Um, to be very honest, I think would have better chances defending if Marcus Alonso wasn't on the field. To be completely honest,
He's not a fullback, dog. You
he's
cannot
not
He's
a
a
play.
wing
football
back.
player. I doubt if he can hurt goat. He's just oh my, this man needs to find his calling because football is not it.
I mean,
He was
he generally does
dreadful.
decent going forward. It's just
Uh,
on the defensive side he
Nah,
wouldn't.
going for well, I don't know, but I don't. He man was dreadful. If it wasn't for Mount and Mount's energy, they probably would have scored a lot more.
All
Well,
right.
I
While
mean,
looking
yeah,
back,
no,
Two other
um,
things about the Chelsea game. One,
peep,
I think the
peep,
criticism of Loftus Cheek was a bit harsh because he
unfair.
was coming
Yes,
off
very
of
harsh.
a long injury. And secondly, I want your guys' opinion. Do you think that Werner and Havertz will do better when ZH and I think if this is the only attacking player left to come on, when
Be
ZH
com-
come and
I don't
Pulisic,
even
yeah,
think
when
that's
ZH
a.
and
I don't
Pulisic
even.
comes on,
to be
or is this
completely
what they're going
honest,
to do every
I
day?
don't
I
even think
mean,
what
that's a
I think
complete
Havertz,
problem.
I think with Havertz, let me talk. Havertz, he wasn't bad that game. But what the biggest problem I had with the side was that Chelsea, outside of our defensive partnership, was individual players as to a team. So they didn't bring Havertz into the game. But when Havertz
Also,
did get the ball, he did the right things. Yes, he had that one stray pass, but Havertz, he dropped deep. He was tackling. He got the ball. He played a beautiful through ball to Werner. Like you can see that they have the understanding. So as soon
Yeah,
as the team
that's the
learns,
thing. Werner
because
and Havertz
yeah,
have the understanding.
yeah,
How will the rest of the squad have that understanding?
and
Because
remember,
with how many
also
signings
remember,
they've brought in, that entire front line is disjointed. You have Havertz and Werner on a world by themselves.
also,
Then you have Pulisic and you have Ziyech on either wing.
also
They're lost
remember that
because
for years Chelsea has been most of our goals are creatively come from the left side. Alonso reaching up and crossing, Hazard's been there, then Pulisic came there. A lot of our creativity came from the left side. We never really, play off the right. So now
but
that
surely it
we,
be spread
pardon?
across the line now
Nah,
because you have
yes, that's the
Ziyech
thing,
and
but it's going to
Havertz.
take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. So I think, for example, I think as soon as the Liverpool game, maybe Havertz will be on fire.
he played on the right
Liverpool
in
isn't
this
that on
game, right?
Saturday, Sunday.
Yep, that's Sunday. Yeah.
All right. So
So I'm not excited for the Liverpool games. I really just want to beat Liverpool, to be completely honest.
all right. Here's a question for you guys. The Premier League has seen James Rodriguez, Kai Havertz, Thiago, and Gareth Bale being well. I'm not going to include Gareth Bale in this. Thiago, Havertz, and James. If
Thiago
you want,
Silva, Werner, Ziyech.
you can include Donny van de Beek, but I'm not going to include him because he's not going to start for United. Which of those three do
Ooh,
you think is going to have the best
ooh,
season?
The
Havertz.
biggest impact.
I think I have to say Havertz or Werner. No, I think
I'm gonna
Werner.
say Havertz.
I didn't
Oh,
include Bruno.
or Werner.
Hav-
But
I would have to say
Havertz,
Havertz.
he might be
Thiago,
Havertz.
or James.
Oh, or Thiago's good.
I would say Havertz because Havertz is The
Generational.
most physical. No, I would say o- out of the three, he's the most physically gifted, and I would say that he has a better footballing brain than the other two. Right. So
Do you
combined,
think Havertz is a
take it.
better footballing brain than Thiago and
Yes, I
James?
do. Thiago.
Yeah,
In terms of skills, hands down, Thiago beats everybody. But seeing
Yes.
Havertz movements, the
Yes.
way how he's able to manipulate and he's not leaving any gaps anywhere, Havertz really, yeah, he has a better football brain.
I will
And I
say
think
though
that
about Thiago, dictating play does take a lot of intelligence. But when you watch Thiago's game, when he just looks forward to dribble and make thing there and to make something happen, he's much more of a dynamism player than he is an intelligence based player. So when you have somebody who's physically and mentally gifted like Havertz, who's coming into a side where he has little to do more than create and be the focal point of the attack, then yeah, I think Havertz will, once he finds his footing and once he's played in the right position, will make it the best in the Premier League. You see me? Also, I do feel about Everton with James Rodriguez that Everton is not exactly a finished article, so I would expect James Rodriguez to have a lot more bad games.
I
I
think I personally think if it's not this season, most definitely next season, Everton probably might be going to the Champions League.
I definitely
Or
think
if Everton do get into Europa League, I strongly believe that they can win it under Carlo Ancelotti.
I feel like Everton needs to make a lot more improvements, though. They need a
with
right back.
James
You see their
Rodriguez
live.
in this Everton team, I think that that's going to make such a big difference that it's going to blow the other
But
two sides out of
People
but
the
the
just
water.
talk
thing is,
about
the
the
thing is,
midfield
yeah, people no, the thing is, people only talk about James. They got
and
the
the most
core,
in the midfield, the midfield, the midfield.
is fantastic. Allen's fantastic.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're
Richardson is so
all three of them
versatile.
have different rules. Brings so much creativity to this Everton team that
That
when
was lacking.
Richarlison and when Calvert Lewin gets on the end of those, they're going to be scoring a whole lot of goals.
Not
The thing is,
Richarlison, as we've seen, because Richarlison
Thiago,
was
while
dreadful.
Thiago will improve Liverpool, is not going to make them a better Premier. Well, it's going to make them a better Premier League side, but at the same time, it's not going to improve them to such a point where they're going to be as much improved as Everton will be. And I don't think Havertz will have the best season this time around. I think next season will be better for him because I think up until November is going to be a transitional period in terms of getting the chemistry right with Chelsea. So I'm going to have to give it to to James.
Also,
Yeah,
one thing I do want to say something though. Everton, like people really want to overhype Everton. First of all, let's get something right. This is a Spurs side in transition, right? And second of all, Everton is not a proper side yet, isn't it? They still need a whole lot more than just a midfield. People just see the midfield coming and they're like, "Oh, Everton's problem solved." No, isn't it?
Yeah, but
But
that's a step in the right direction, though.
yeah, it's a step in the right direction. They do need
A
it. All right, if
massive step in the right direction.
yeah, but
They're moving
if they're
from
going to,
Gylfi Sigurdsson to James Rodriguez.
we get that, Scott, we get that. But if, cause even so, um, they have quality players in certain places, like Richarlison on the left wing or strike, depends on where he plays, and Luka Digne, right? But they do need centre backs. Come on, Michael Keane, really? Right back, them not have no right back. What them going to do? You get me?
Yeah, that's fair enough. So,
But anyway, yeah.
Gareth Bale to Tottenham.
Gareth Bale to Tottenham. Oh God. Oh God.
It's hurt.
He can. There's only two ways this can go. There's no in between. Either he's
Golf
going
or
to hit the,
injuries.
either he's going to hit the ground running and don't have no injuries, or he's going to flop. That's as simple as it is.
I don't think he's going to flop. I think when he's fit, he's going to do amazing things.
I'm not sure about amazing because he hasn't played over a long period for a long time. He hasn't played a lot in the last what 2 seasons. Struggled
Yeah,
with injuries.
but
You know how to figure out it.
the
And
times
we've
when he's
seen,
played, he has been stellar.
with Ruben after sheet that that's not a good thing, you see.
Yes, so I do think he's going to contribute, but I'm not sure if he's going to come and be a star for this Spurs team. But I do feel like he's going to play his part. But I feel like he may still struggle. He may have a few bad games. And I still think he's gonna struggle with injuries. Maybe get a knock or two here. Just because of what the last few years at Real have done to him.
Shall we tell the people about the bet that's going on?
Sure.
Yes. Go ahead, Audrey. You're the moderator of the bit, so you can go on. By the way, is Harris here?
Yeah, Harris is here.
You
So
can tell them in
basically,
Audrey. Audrey.
Sunil and this other person who won't call his name. The other person despises Bale. He's a Real Madrid fan. So the man them make a bet. The bet is that if Bale scores more than 10 goals, the other guy has to put Bale up on his DP holding up a Champions League trophy, which really does pain him. And if he scores more than 15, he has to put Bale up on his status every 2 weeks for 3 months. But if Bale flops and doesn't get 10 goals, Sunil has to post a picture of PK. Sunil despises PK for 3 months as his DP, and then every 2 weeks, you have to post on status saying PK is the goal, no debate. So one way or another, it's a win-win for whoever is watching on because it's really going to be painful.
Yeah,
Is
but
it
it's also a
league
lose
goals or
lose
10 goals
because
in our
yo, I
competitions?
am not. Let's get something straight. I might not even go through with the bit. I do not like PK. He will
And
never.
the funny thing about this entire situation is the fact that neither of them are either Spurs fans or Bale
Oh,
fans.
yeah, that's the
Which is
best part
sad.
about it.
Wait, here's
So
my
there's
question.
literally no reason for Sunil to have agreed to this bet. But I cannot wait for PK to be on his status if Bale is injured all season
And
or decides to
the
take
thing
off.
is, this isn't the only bet Sunil has going on. Sunil has a bet that if Bamford stays in my fantasy team for the entire season, which he will, he has to put PK as his DP.
That's not the full
Not
bit.
on not only that, but if
That's not.
Patrick
Hold on,
Bamford
hold on, no, hold on, no, hold on, no. That's not even the bet at all. The bet is if Bamford gets Audrey 70 points, right? If Bamford gets Audrey, Bamford is currently on 7 points. If Bamford gets Audrey 70 points, I have to put on PK on my DP for an entire month, right? That's a go pay. That's a go pay me. I hope he gets injured.
Wow.
that's not nice.
That's
Yeah,
It's so bad, man.
But Sunil,
yeah.
the Bale bet, is it 10 league goals or goals in our comps?
All comes, all
goes in
comes.
Oh,
all
no,
comps.
hey.
Oh, all comes? Oof. And I think
And
it might.
this is something I wanted to say before, but many want to change your mind. If Bale is fit, I think Bale will run riot in the Europa League.
Mm, mm-hmm.
I think Bale can get 10 goals,
Yeah,
if
I
not
think
that.
Bill can get
Easily,
10 goals too.
easily, if he's fit.
Bale
Yeah, I think
can
Bale
get
can
10
easily
goals
get 10,
in the
especially
Europa
in
League
the Europa
alone.
League.
I thought the bet was just in the Premier League. That
I
could
No,
have
saw
been
it's
the
all
year.
competition.
comps. He ran most I said all competitions.
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
surprised.
surprised if Bale blitz a team in the um something there.
I
Europa
wouldn't be
League
surprised if
group
he got
stages.
6 in the Europa League in the group stage alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he like just blitz a
If
team. He
we
got a hat
if
trick
we
or
make
two.
the group stage, that is.
Anyway,
Just like
next
Among Us.
topic, Scott. Next topic, Scott.
All right.
Colin, I have a
So
question before we move on.
yeah.
I'm going to go a little off topic here, but would you guys consider Bale as a Real Madrid legend?
I mean, he has the stats for it, but
Way better than Zidane.
Well, he's iconic.
he's iconic for real.
He
That
had
He
his
part
had
few
is
four
ill
true.
finest
Champions League,
moments.
two La
He's
Ligas.
good.
I think that Bale's legacy at Madrid has been undercut. Yes, he's been injured, but that's just a testament to how good he has been. Because if he's been injured, has the trophy all he has the numbers that he has, he's been fought out for the last 4 years under Zidane, and he's still
Not
doing
to
such great
mention
things.
that he has scored in iconic matches. The Champions League final against Liverpool, 2
Five.
goals. There is no way you can take away the fact that he's a Real Madrid legend, as much
Okay,
as
okay.
Zidane has tried to soil it.
Let me give one example. Let me give one interpretation. I think that Bale is a Real Madrid legend in the same way Ronaldo, but not to the same extent. In the same way that Ronaldo Nazario is an Inter Milan legend, right? He could have spent his entire tenure there winning stuff and putting up the records, but people will always remember him A as an injury prone player and B some although this never applied to Ronaldo, somebody that them did fight out, right?
And Tiger Woods' apprentice. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
All right, so the Premier League Week 2 starts tomorrow. Our time it's 6:30 a.m. We have Everton versus West Brom. I have brought in Pickford into my fantasy league team because I am sure West Brom isn't going to get a goal.
Yeah,
That's
but do
fine.
you also trust
Who's
Pickford to
striking
be
for
a
West Brom?
What's up?
Grady
Who?
Diangana, I think.
Oh, I should have gotten Pickford.
So Pickford
I'm going
yeah.
4-0 Everton.
There's Mateus Pereira, they have Grady Diangana, they have Oliver Burke.
I'm going 4-0 Everton with James showing exactly why they brought him to the club.
For
Especially
Neil.
for that price tag.
Alright,
It's a home match, right?
Yeah, it's a home match.
2-0 Everton.
I have
I'm gonna say
3-1
one.
to Everton. James hat trick and I have Mateus Pereira with one.
You have a
Mateus
I
James
think
Pereira
hat
is
trick
I
of assists or a hat trick of goals.
hat trick of
I think
goals.
the Corey is going to get a goal.
I
All
think that
right.
Mateus Pereira is going to make this game be. He's going to make this game make him look like last season's Todd Cantwell, but better. You see me?
Richarlison
Okay.
is scoring now, brace for me. So I have 2-0. Both by Richarlison.
Leeds United versus West Ham starts at 9. This is Eastern
Six
Standard
nil
Time.
for Leeds.
Leeds, I'm saying 2-1
Six.
Leeds. No, 3-1 Leeds.
Same, I think Leeds is going to follow up on their performance from last week of Leeds. I'm going to say 3-1 as well.
I
I'm
think
going to
4
hold
0. I think 4
4-0.
0. I
4-0
think
for
Do you
Leeds.
guys do
I
you guys
think
honestly in Fulham defense withstanding Leeds for 90 minutes to keep out 3 goals unless? Come on, guys. No. At least
Wait, is
5.
it Fulham or West Ham? Fulham.
Fulham, Fulham.
Fulham, Fulham,
Oh,
Fulham.
Fulham. My bad. My bad. My bad.
I
Yeah,
don't
I don't.
I don't know if Ariola's going to play firstly. And secondly, without him, their defense is
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say Fulham's defense is that bad. I mean, come on. If Michael Hector last year in the championship was amazing. Kenny Tete
the
is at least.
championship and the Premier League are two different things though.
Yeah, but we've
all
also seen
all
people
I'm
have great
saying is
transition. Also, Michael Hector is a former Chelsea player, so you don't know. So you see me?
Did he
We can
play
do
for
it.
Chelsea in the Premier League though? How many Premier League games
that's
did he
not
play?
important. That's not important.
That's not
He got
important.
a number on a Chelsea jersey. That's not
That
That's a
doesn't
important.
big
mean
thing.
much. Look how many Chelsea players have
Okay,
squad
okay,
numbers.
okay, okay, Scott.
But there are
Okay,
also
Scott.
magnificent players elsewhere. You see? So
All
anyway,
right.
I think
I'm gonna
Fulham
say 4
will.
nil. I'm
I
gonna say
think
4.
Leeds.
But I see
Yeah, I
going
think
6.
Leeds is going to win 4-2. I don't think this is
Comfortably.
going to be. I don't think this is going to be comfortable in a defensive sense, but this is going
The
to be
thing,
comfortable
the
attacking.
thing is, if you look at the flip side, Leeds defense had, of course, the score, but they had no problems, contain Salah, Mane, and Firmino. Yeah, they got
Yeah,
a penalty and all,
Neil.
and from a set piece. But I think they'll have a lot easier time controlling Mitrovic alone.
Come on, Mitrovic is a um bad player in the sense that he's a very, very, very
Simplistic
dirty
player.
player. Yeah, I,
Oh,
I
okay.
was trying not to say the S house. You see me? So I think
But yeah,
Mitrovic gonna
I
lose that
think
one.
Fulham's going to do great. Not Fulham, Leeds.
I mean, Leeds is a vulnerable squad with a new defense. Come on, Mitrovic used to the Premier League, dirty. Come on, Mitrovic is getting
Yeah,
it.
but would you back the Leeds defense to make those same errors 2 weeks in a row?
Mitrovic is a dirty player, brother. You will force those errors onto new players. Come on. It's a mentality thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Well,
shall see.
we
All
shall
right.
see.
Now, Manchester United are back. This is their first game of the season.
Yes.
Last
Yeah.
week they had a friendly against Aston Villa, ability lost 1-0. but they played their B team. So the first team is fresh. I think the last game they played was against Sevilla in the Europa League. I have
I
three.
hope I hope I hope they lose.
I don't like
I,
you. Like
I, I
any
see them.
account.
I see them losing. Honestly, if they
I don't
don't
see
show
them
up
lose.
against Crystal Palace, they're in.
Wow.
Wait, who are they playing, Palace?
But why?
Yeah, Crystal
Oh
Palace.
yeah. I don't have you guys winning it
So why do you think we're losing though?
because Palace is a very very tight squad. First of all, second
Well,
of all, when they don't have match ready fitness properly more than the one match against Aston Villa. You see
No
me?
Premier League team
and
had a free season though.
No, but
and
Villa.
also
I
it
mean,
depends
not
on their
Villa.
midfield.
Palace have already played a
Yeah,
match.
Crystal Palace played last week, so but
Exactly.
I'm gonna say Man United 2-1. I think we're gonna win
Who
2-1. I think
who
we're gonna
who
come
is,
out.
who is United playing?
Crystal
They're
Palace.
playing Crystal Palace at home.
So my heart is saying
Palace.
mm, who won to Crystal Palace Batshuayi off the bench and scoring. But my mind is saying 3-0 to Manchester United.
I'm
3-0.
saying
I don't see them scoring 3 goals, honestly.
I'm
I
saying
don't see
three
them
one to
even.
United.
I barely see them scoring
I
one.
think 1 United, 2 goals by Marshall. That's what I'm saying.
Martial, Rashford, Penaldo, Fernandez. I see them getting the goals.
Beats about the penalties. All I want to 2-1 United.
I
I said
think
2-1
even
Crystal
with how
Palace.
defensive Crystal Palace are, if Solskjaer decides to play Pogba, Van de Beek, and Bruno all at once, I don't think they're going to contain all of that.
Are you mad?
That's
But
Are you
are
risky.
too
mad?
much
No, hold
for
on.
That's
Are
risky.
you
but
mad to
but
be playing?
That's risky.
Are you mad to be
that's
playing no
for
defensive midfielders
Yeah.
against every Richie
With
Eze,
that
Richie
With that
Batshuayi,
shaky
Pogba
Bernard
likes to
Dive,
defense.
get up the
Wilfred
pitch.
Zaha? You're mad.
not
Pogba,
even
yeah.
Did you see what Eze did to thing there last week?
I'm just saying, throughout the course of the match, between those three players, they will create enough chances to score.
And
oh
Palace on the counter attack is going to murder.
I think
Una.
that base
Just
for
saying.
the match is
okay
Palace.
Although
Palace.
I don't think Van de Beek is going to start this week. I think it's going to be a midfield of Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, and
Solskjaer
Matip.
right.
doesn't have enough sense to not play a 40 million player.
I mean, I don't
well,
think he's
hopefully.
adjusted with the squad long enough for him to start him.
I think he
Especially,
should start Matic, Pogba, and Fernandez, and just start the same front three as last season. Marshall, Rashford, Greenwood.
Okay, so
Um,
Marshall,
is Luke
Rashford,
Shaw
and
fit?
Greenwood. On to Dan James.
I think Dan James comes on the second half and gets a goal.
Is Luke
Same
Shaw
as
fit?
That makes
against Chelsea last
Palace.
year.
Oh my god.
Uh,
All right, next match.
Next match is
Arsenal
Arsenal versus West
versus
Ham. That's 3-0 to Arsenal again. It's going to
yeah.
be a routine job.
This match is only
I
going
don't.
one way.
I don't think this is going to be as routine as people think. I think because
it's a London derby. I think West Ham will get up for it.
yeah, but even
True.
so, I think David. I think David Moyes with his tactics.
I don't see
Describe them
David
how
Moyes
you will.
starting, no, honestly.
Describe them how you will. I think they're good enough to contain thing there, William most of all. But without a creative
Willian
midfielder,
contains
it's not
himself.
exactly easy to break down their squad. So
All right.
if Arsenal sign a creative midfielder by that time, by all means,
I
right?
mean, they have
But
Ceballos.
I
They
mean,
But
have
they might
Ceballos' main
tomorrow.
thing
They're
is
not going
hitting.
to sign anyone by tomorrow. And if they sign someone by tomorrow, they're not going to play.
Well, that's
yeah because
facts.
they have the declare by 12 o'clock tomorrow, so would that make
And
sense?
even if they
Tomorrow's
declare
deadline
it,
day.
they're not going to play.
So yeah, by all means, I think West Ham have this Mikel Antonio and probably Sebastian Haller, hopefully.
Aller won't start. David Moyes does not favor Aller at all.
Yeah, because he can't
Not
use him. That's why. Because he can't use him. He doesn't understand how to use him.
All right.
in in all honesty, I see West Ham getting relegated this season.
I have
Yeah, yeah.
David Moyes being sacked, and that's why they're going to survive.
Next match is Southampton versus Tottenham. That's on Sunday.
Uh,
Ooh,
Uh,
Southampton have this. Southampton have this. This is going to be a 3-0. Danny Ings 2.
really?
Yeah.
I say this match as a draw, 2-2 maybe.
1-0
So
Southampton.
probably Will Smallbone come up with an next goal, isn't it?
This is going to look like one of those FIFA matches. Tottenham are going to try their best to get something out of it, but they just won't be able to find that missing link. And then Southampton's going to
Then
come up with a
again, look,
scrappy goal in the
look,
70th
look
minute and win the
uh,
game.
I
it
think
depends. It depends. It depends on who it starts to. So I don't know.
I think Michael Obafemi and Danny Ings. But I don't know if Michael Obafemi injured or anything. But Danny Ings and whoever his partner is should be perfectly fine in this match. Probably Jay Adams.
my heart is saying go with Southampton, but my mind is saying there's no way Spurs is losing 2 games in a row.
Why
Yeah, I
not?
think Spurs can bounce
Why
back.
not?
I just
Why
feel like
not?
they might bounce back after a tough
That's
1 nil
true.
last week.
I think it'll be a draw.
It's
Yeah, I think a
it's a
draws are fair, but
draw.
I think 1-1 draw.
1-1. Alright. After this, we'll have Newcastle versus Brighton.
Nah,
I
that
don't know
just
about
sounds
this
like
match,
a
you know,
boring
honestly.
match, brother.
I don't know about this match at all.
I
It can
think
go
it's going to
either
go
way.
1-0 Newcastle. I think Callum Wilson is going to
Hmm,
get
I'm
the
gonna yawn already.
Those are such contrasting styles. One Steve Bruce with him defending, Graham Potter with him attacking.
Potter just attacking.
I feel like Steve Bruce has more of a balance between his great defensive tactics and decent attackers, more than thing there Brighton's half okay defenders and
But
great
you can
attacker.
see Lewis
I
Dunk
mean
just
great
putting
attacking system.
match performance and Brighton getting 2 goals easily.
What?
But you can also see that Lewis Dunk would just turn
Dunk.
up. Brighton just get 2 goals.
The
Don't get me
thing
wrong,
is, the
Newcastle
thing is,
Newcastle is a decent side.
I don't think that game is going to be a draw. I just know it's going to be boring.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to look like the Newcastle game from no, not the Newcastle game, like the
Close
which game
game.
from last week? Yeah, that game.
So like it's probably finished 3-0 or so, but it's still going to be boring.
I think it's a 1-0. I don't know. Probably Ryan Fraser if he plays.
All right. After this, we have the match of the weekend:
Oh God,
Chelsea
this is going
versus
Chelsea
to
and
take a lot
Liverpool
of
Liverpool.
yeah.
at
This is going to take
Stamford
a lot
Bridge.
of talking. Yeah, I think
Uh,
Chelsea have this. I think Chelsea have this.
all
On
I'm
Yeah.
that
about to say
ground,
is Trent Alexander versus Pulisic. That's all I'm
I
gonna say.
heard that Pulisic isn't
It's
fully
not
fit.
playing. Pulisic out,
Pulisic,
Werner out,
Pulisic is
Thiago
out.
Silva is
no,
out,
Werner is
Chilwell
in.
out.
Werner
Oh,
is in.
Werner
No,
is
Werner
out.
is
wow.
in. Werner is in.
Werner is in.
Who exactly is out? Who's in?
Thiago is
Pulisic
back, right?
out, Thiago Silva is out, Chilwell's out, Ziyech is out.
Like is out.
All right. So
Wow.
Alonso is starting.
I
Not
mean, nah,
necessarily. Not necessarily. But
Chilwell is back.
Aspilicueta
I
is
heard
back.
that Chilwell is back.
yeah, thing there. First of all, Frank never really play like that against Liverpool. Him tend to play thing there him left wing backs and whatever. So maybe Alonso will be decent this season. I mean this game.
Salah is going to destroy you.
No, he's not.
Either
Because
Salah or Mane is
first of
going to
all,
destroy you.
well on. I don't remember if it was the um return fixture 5-3 or if it was the 2-1. But Salah,
We
I mean
outplayed
Alonso
Liverpool all 4 times last year.
last year.
I have no doubt if we'll play better. I just
Wait,
need Chelsea to score.
no dog. Alonso,
This
I think it
this
was
will
the
be a
first
high goal,
fixture
man.
I'd pocketed Mo Salah. You see me? So I have no problem in thinking that Alonso will be defensively sound this match. First of all. Second of all, if you check all of our games from last season against Liverpool, we played better than them in every single one. Except probably the
But
5-3.
look at it this
Nah,
way.
nah, nah, nah. Even that foolishness. That was a dive. Trent dive to give away 2 free kicks. Absolute
You look
nonsense.
you look at how Chelsea played last week. It was solely individual performances.
But that's different. First of
Liverpool
all, that's different.
Liverpool
That's a
played
Brighton side.
Liverpool. Wait, no. Liverpool were shaky at the back, although I believe that was because of Bielsa's tactics. But even so, they played as a unit. I think
Really?
because of that, I
I
think
would say
because
that's
of that,
performance, but
I
okay.
think because of that, Liverpool will get the win. I think they're going to
Here's
get
the
a
thing.
2-1 win.
Here's the thing. Even when we were think they're disassociated last season with getting Christian Pulisic on his feet and whatever, brother, right? We played well against Liverpool in every single way. Even Tammy Abraham, when he was thing there in the Super Cup match, he played decently, right? Until he missed the penalty. So I don't think it's much of a
Untidy tackle.
we have a big problem against Liverpool. We're tactically astute against Liverpool. We
We
just
just
haven't
don't
had the
score.
yeah, we just don't score. Now we have the quality to score. We're going to
Yeah,
score.
but
You get me?
I heard
Havertz
that
and Werner are by
those players weren't
themselves.
playing though.
What?
Yeah, because no Pulisic, no ZH
We can
from
have
what I've
Tammy
heard.
Abraham, Verna, Giroud, thing there,
Tammy,
Bobby, Kai
Hudson-Odoi.
Havertz. Come on,
I think if Chelsea are going to win,
Ruben
they'll have to
Loftus-Cheek,
drop Havertz
Callum
on there.
Hudson-Odoi.
No? All Chelsea has to do is
you
just
said
play
drop Havertz?
Giroud, play Werner on the wing, and Havertz play to the middle.
If they,
Look, here's the
and
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nothing's going to change from Liverpool's point of view. This is only going to be about how Chelsea approach the match. We're obviously
Exactly.
going to use
All
the
depends
proper
on how
tactics.
Chelsea.
The only thing that is going to be the difference maker is how we play as a unit. You see me? So if we play bad as a unit, we're going to lose. If the attacking signings are going to make the difference, which they are, we're going to win. You get me?
Also, there's one more thing about this fixture. Kepa is starting, so it's anything.
What's your point?
Kepa
so it's
Because
going
Arsenal.
to be
why I
extra
try
from
Okola,
to
half
what's your point?
line.
What's your point?
why I try to say about my
What your
goalkeeper.
point?
You're
What your
talking
point?
about my goalkeeper when yours
Look
can't
at
even keep a clean
exactly,
sheet against Everton. You're
I'm
exactly.
talking about
saying
Laurie
your
is
Because
a
you're
you're
using
consumer
talking about your
identity
statistics.
that
goalkeeper
Kepa
when
is
yours
You
number
can't
can't
see a
one.
talk about
scoreboard.
my
And
keeper.
number
Listen, little
two,
boy.
Kepa is
Listen,
streaky.
little boy.
let's face it, but
When yours learn to drive, you talk to man and
he's
teach him
likely
how
to
to
make a
learn to
mistake.
catch.
He's likely to make a mistake. He is.
So
He's
when
likely
you
to
try
make
to
I
book
something
your
just wanted to
goalkeeper,
say that. That's
Exactly.
all. That's
look
all.
on you last year
I
make
don't.
one kick ball off of your keeper
but
and put in a
that
back
doesn't
behind
mean
it.
brother
Let
the
me,
fact that
Listen me,
change.
let
listen
me
to me,
He's
say
likely
this.
to
listen me,
make a
don't talk about
mistake.
my goalkeeper.
Right?
Don't talk about my goalkeeper. Don't do it.
But we're not
Okay.
talking about my
Let,
goalkeeper.
let,
Your goalkeeper.
let me say this also. I also see Frank Lampard dropping Kepa for Caballero.
Nice,
Leicester
I'm pretty
versus
sure it's
Burnley.
Kepa.
And I can check right now.
Leicester Burnley.
Leicester. Unless Burnley dog them out of football again.
I say 2-0 Leicester. It's going to be hard fought, but I think 2-0 Leicester. Vardy with both goals.
Again.
Why not? Who else is going to get them goals?
Who knows?
Oh,
Nobody because
I wonder how I can fit Vardy into my FPL.
You
Yeah,
can't
what's good?
anymore until you use your wild card.
Oh, you're right. It was Kepa dog, Jano.
Yeah, it was Kepa.
Yeah, I'm gonna
upon
have to
any
cut out that section
testimonial.
there.
No,
I'm
you
gonna have
don't.
to
No, you
cut out
don't.
that
Alright,
section.
I mean, if you are cut things out. No, easy.
Alright, so Sonny,
Anyway,
Leicester Burnley.
Leicester Burnley, I would have to say Leicester
Leicester.
Burnley is I don't know. I think come on, it's Burnley. Burnley
Yeah,
haven't
it's
changed
Burnley.
much. It's Burnley, yeah. Burnley haven't changed much. Leicester was so bad last season. Come on, straightforward. Burnley 2-0.
But,
Burnley 2-0.
Yeah, Burnley 2
no,
0.
Burnley have the
bring
mentality
upset.
Leicester don't. Simple as that. If Leicester lets Burnley get into them heads, then that's it. You can call it off from minute one. Burnley's that kind of side.
Alright. Aston Villa and Sheffield. I think that's going to be a boring 0-0 game.
Ooh. I mean, it was last season, wasn't it? But then
Yeah.
VAR, I mean, goal line technology controversy is it.
I say
I
0-0.
I think Sheffield's winning.
I think Aston
I'm
Villa.
not sure.
I think Aston Villa. Jack Grealish probably boss one just because him get the new contract, isn't
You
it?
can check.
What was
Boy.
that? Yeah, dog. So is that it?
It would be funny if they went
So,
down. It would be very
we
funny.
have
Question.
Wolves versus City. And I think Wolves are getting the win.
Wolves City. Oh come on, Wolves
It's Man
easily.
City.
Wolves
No, it's Man
easily.
City.
It's about how much we will
Hey,
score. It's about how much we will score.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Both Laporte and Aguero are injured.
Fox are the girls, not the fans, right?
Laporte.
So
Wait,
he's
wait.
two cents.
Yeah,
Laporta
yeah,
is
yeah.
still.
But I know.
That's
Listen, I know Jesus is a massive drop off, but he's not bad. And furthermore, Pep has had some time with Ake, and Garcia is still there. So
Let
Yeah,
me
but
City can
proceed
win
to
this.
Uh,
Pep had few good
you
games
say
against losers.
Pepper's time with Aki as I proceed to take Aki out of my fantasy team.
Weird, no?
I don't think Aki will have a good day against Churi.
I
Yeah,
mean, he had time with Stones as well,
I mean, yeah. He
Listen,
had time
and
with
they fished Aki
Otamendi.
out of the championship. I don't have faith in him. I don't.
two stones.
No, Ake.
Oh,
Yeah, Wolves is going to absolutely massacre Man City. It's about how much Wolves score, dog.
I think it's going to end 2-1 or
I think
3-1.
it's going to and 4
guys,
nil.
listen. We all know about Man City's
Ooh,
deficiencies in defense,
ooh. Nah,
but
I think City is
not
going
gonna
to get a
lie.
penalty.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think City is
but
going to get a
I'm not
penalty.
gonna
But the
lie.
question is, will
But they're going
Sterling
to miss
score
it.
the
I think
But
penalty?
Manchester
they're
City
going
is
to
gonna
miss
grind
it.
it out. I'm not gonna lie. I think Manchester
Because
City
City
one
can't
nil.
score pens.
I think
And
City.
without Aguero,
Yeah,
I
Aguero
think
can't score
somehow
no
City
pens
grind it
neither.
out.
I read
well,
what you say is a
now De
reasonable
Bruyne,
point.
yeah, he is. Now De Bruyne says I kind of need De Bruyne to
Yeah,
score
we
this
kind of
kind of
need the
fits.
points, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
so like
I know
it
that
would
we are
be nice to
defensive,
have
dog.
Wolves beat them, but I kind of need
well,
De Bruyne to get the points.
Yeah, dog.
well,
So anyway,
I
Scott,
I see
that
Man
sums
City
up the
winning
time.
easily.
Yeah, so that's it. Those are the predictions for this weekend. And that's it for this week's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. It was a interesting conversation discussing last week's results, this week's transfers, how the new transfers performed, and then ultimately the predictions for this weekend, which I think is going to be an interesting weekend of football. Look out for the Wolves City game, the Chelsea Liverpool game, and the United Crystal Palace game. And we'll see you all next week. Any closing remarks?
I
Any
hope
last words?
I need
Come on,
Chelsea to
Chelsea
beat
to win the
Liverpool.
league.
I
Pray
need
for you
Chelsea
wherever you may be. We
to
are
destroy
famous.
Liverpool. Like no, the CFC. Like I need Chelsea to destroy
Please
Liverpool.
United
No
sign somebody.
mercy.
Please.
No
Beg.
1-0. No 2-0. Like, I need a 6-0 drumming. I need tears. I need tears from Liverpool fans. Absolutely no mercy. Because
Oh my God,
even when they won 5-3, Chelsea was the side that everyone talked about. Oh my god, I need Liverpool to lose. And I need Trent to eat grass.
my God.
And with that,
Well,
we say have a good day.
That
be
good
evening
night.
in
Have a good
light,
night, everyone.
Be safe, everyone.
and we will see you all next week.
Probably.